Hi guys, so welcome to my collection video week on my channel. So this week I am going to show you guys my entire makeup collection and how I store everything. And I'm going to be starting with my palettes, and I'm going to show you how I have them organized in my Alex 9 drawer first, and then I will pull everything out for you and show you what I actually have. So what I consider a makeup palette is anything that has more than like 5 shades in it. If it has less than 5 shades within it and it's not bulky, I'm going to show you guys those smaller palettes in my individual eyeshadow collection, which will be maybe tomorrow or the day after. But let's go ahead and get started with the actual like large palettes. I obviously have the Alex 9 drawer like a lot of other YouTubers because it works really well for storing makeup. It is compact, it's a good use of vertical space, and I like that there are a couple of different drawer sizes to choose from. These bottom 2 larger drawers are dedicated to my palettes, so again, these are just eyeshadow palettes. Blush palettes and other types will be shown in other videos. But I have everything lined up in here. I typically know what each palette looks like, so I don't necessarily have to have the name like facing up or anything. I do have a couple of duplicates in here, which are leftover remainders from my professional kit, and I honestly don't know why I'm keeping them. I could get rid of them, but you know, I figure, I don't know, I might as well keep them. So this is how I have these palettes stored, and then under here I have some of my larger ones. So I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out for you and show you what I have in my collection. Okay guys, so bear with me because I'm essentially just taking all of these out and laying them on my floor so I can go through them with you. I'm not going to necessarily talk in depth about any of the palettes. I'm just kind of showing you what I have. The first is a MAC palette that I purchased at Nordstrom's. These were the Nordstrom neutrals. This is the Lorac Pro palette. I never did pick up the Mega Pro, actually. I never did pick up the second Mega Pro because it didn't appeal to me, but I do love the original. This is a Tart palette that I got a long time ago that I honestly don't use because these shadows are not the Amazonian clay eyeshadow formulation. I want to say I got this 4 years ago now for holidays. I actually would like to depot the blushes that are in here and put them into like a Z palette or something, and then I would honestly just get rid of these shadows. This is really bulky. There used to be some, well, there still are glosses down here, but I can tell you that these have gone bad, so I would just toss those at this point. I have the Too Faced Enchanted Glamourland, which is extremely bulky. A few of my favorite things from Too Faced from, I believe this was now 3 holiday seasons ago. This is a Cargo eyeshadow palette, and I used to love Cargo eyeshadows. I don't use these as frequently anymore, but they really are a nice formulation. This was when this used to be sold at Ulta. I believe I got this one actually at Sephora when this was back when Cargo was sold at Sephora. So there's that one. And then the last Cargo palette I have is the Hands of Hope, which I want to say I got at Ulta as well. So these are the larger palettes. I'm going to go ahead and put these away and get out the smaller palettes. Okay guys, I feel like I should have made this disclaimer at the beginning, but yes, I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow really kind of is my thing when it comes to makeup. It's my favorite like type of makeup to play with, more so even than blush and face products and, you know, foundations and things like that. So this is excessive. I completely understand. A lot of this stuff I buy because I have a YouTube channel, and, you know, I just like to have variety to be able to show you guys and to do reviews, and obviously eye looks. So this is not meant to be like, look at all my things. It's literally just to show you guys what I have. So if you have special requests, you can let me know for neutral eye looks or, you know, like swatches or anything like that. So there we go. There's your disclaimer. I tried to group everything by brand, so let's go ahead and run through. I clearly have a little bit of a thing for the Too Faced palettes. I'm a sucker for packaging, so these guys usually always get me. I have the original chocolate bar, the semi-sweet, the sweet peach, the chocolate bonbons, the naked eye, as well as the natural matte. And I love them all. I really like the formulation, and I find that for the price you're getting a really good eyeshadow product. Below here, let's just run through these really quickly. The Anastasia Tamana palette, the Becca Ombre Nudes, and the Ciate Olivia Palermo. This one is called the Smoky Suede's Eye Palette, so I really like this one a lot. Next we have the Shade and Light Eye Palette from Kat Von D, as well as the Ladybird palette. Unfortunately, the Ladybird palette is now discontinued, which is a major bummer because it was gorgeous. Next is the Lorac lineup. I obviously have a thing for Lorac as well. I have the original Lorac Pro, the Lorac Pro 2, the original Lorac Unzipped. What I think is the Private Affair palette is next. There's no more like sticker on it, so I'm not exactly sure what it's called. This one I don't know either, but it was just a really beautiful, oh come on, smoky eye palette. Are you serious? There we go. Very pretty. There's also a blush in there. This is the Lorac Mint palette, the Nude Necessities. This was, this one had some baked eyeshadows in it, just really, really pretty. This is great for summer. I love this palette. And if we keep going down, we move on to Stila. So this is just kind of a cheap one that I bought when I was shopping at, I think it was Ulta during the holiday season one year. It's not, I mean, I've obviously hit pan on one of the shadows. It's not the best quality, but it's okay. And I think I only paid like $15 for it. So this is another Stila eyeshadow palette. This was the Backstage eyeshadow palette. This is the Stila Pro palette, Pro Artist palette number 1. This is a Stila palette that I put together myself of Stila singles. And then the Stila In the Know eyeshadow palette, which is really pretty too. I no longer purchase Stila because it turns out they're not cruelty free, so bummer. The Shady Lady from the Balm is another favorite of mine. This is the Laura Mercier, I think they called this the Pro Artist palette as well. Anyway, this is the original one and it's beautiful. They did re-release this, by the way. This is the Buxom Dolly's Wildside eyeshadow palette. Love this. The Bare Minerals. This was a holiday kit and the name of it isn't back here anymore, but it was like, you know, there's some great neutral eyeshadows in there, so I like to pull this out from time to time. There's also some blush. This is the Regal Wardrobe. This is the most recent holiday palette that I picked up from Bare Minerals. Again, beautiful neutral eyeshadows, great quality. Love those. Let's move on to Tarte. This is the, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but Ulta has a really great kit that includes this as well as a brush and some other things, I think, but the eyeshadows are absolutely beautiful in here, and there's 2 blushes. So very pretty. Again, there's a really good deal. I'll try to link the deal down below so you can go take a peek. The Tartelette in Bloom and the original Tartelette palette, both matte, well, predominantly matte. This has a couple of shimmer shades in it. Love them both, but probably love this one more. This is the Tarte Rainforest After Dark, and I really love this palette as well. And this was, it seems like it was re-released again because it was limited edition and then it came back. So, love it. This is my Paula's Choice, the Nude Matte eyeshadow palette. I believe Wayne Goss actually designed this with Paula's Choice. So, pretty neutral shades. I like it. I don't use it nearly enough. But anyway, those are my palettes. So, if you guys would like swatches or looks with any of these, please just let me know. And tomorrow I will be showing you guys all of my singles, duos, trios, quads, and quints. So look forward to that video then. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.